This is a video tutorial on how to conduct a wetland investigation in an environmental review. First, start off at the environmental web page. Open the environmental review guide. Next, scroll down to the bottom of page 6. Here you will see the wetlands instructions. First, we need to determine if our project is located within a wetland. To do so, we'll need to use the Wetland Mapper website. A link is provided here if you do not already have it bookmarked. Once you open the link, you will see that you have 3 different versions of the Wetland Mapper software to use. The preferred version is Wetland Mapper version 1. Click on it, accept the terms and conditions, come to the top right, enter the address of the project area. I'm going to use our office here. Once you have that information loaded, click Find Location, and as you can see, we have zeroed in on our project location. Now, change the view over to Topo. Then zoom out until you can see the actual topo lines in your view. Off to the right in your available layers, ensure that the only one that's checked on is wetlands. Now, on this screen you can see that there are no wetlands in this area. So to properly demonstrate and locate that there are no wetlands and to complete our map, simply go to Print Map. On the next screen you'll be able to modify what your map looks like. Click OK. Now use your mouse to center the view on your project area. You can scroll out even further to finally pick up wetlands views. Here you can see there's a river and a wetland area here. In location to our project, which is, I believe, here, you can see we are not within that area. Now, to create the map, come over to the right under Print Options. Here you can put a title for the map in as well as remarks. You can put your project name and the address of the project. Once completed, hit Submit, and it'll ask you where you want to save your PDF. Click OK. Now you can drop the new PDF wherever you need to in your system and click the Save button. Once you've done that, you can then open the new map and your wetlands map, and you see now that your project located here is not in a wetland area. Where we put the project name pops up in the top right. The date you created the map is here, and the address is down here. Once you've completed this process, you can print this map, mark your project location, and put it in your environmental review record. Now, when you're locating the properties on your map, there are a couple different ways to do it. Here is one way to mark your project, provided that it is a single address. It's a single project, single location project, such as a senior center, boys or girls club, something of that nature. If your project happens to have a wide range of addresses associated with it, water line relocation, sewer line rehabilitation, roadway repaving, this would be a more appropriate representation of the project area. Now, if you know how to use the computer in order to create these shapes and lines, then by all means do so. If not, just use a simple pen and paper, mark the project area, and highlight it. All right. Now, if your project is not in a wetland area, then once the map was completed and in your file, your work is complete. If the project was located within a wetland area, then you must move on to step 3. And you look for an exemption in any of the listed regulations. Generally, though, they don't apply. It's very hard to get one of those exceptions to apply to your project. So the next step would actually be to complete an 8-step process. And during the 8-step process, the steps include, among others, running an early floodplain notice, in this case wetlands notice, as well as a final wetlands notice. Also, you must contact the Army Corps of Engineers to get their concurrence on it and complete any mitigation requirements that they have. Once you have received their concurrence and you have your maps, your wetlands documentation is completed. Just complete any mitigations that they require, and you will have completely and correctly documented your wetlands protection. That's the end of the wetlands video. Please check out the other videos available on the web page in order to review further topics. Thank you.